10 bad habits that prove your brain is working perfectly. Your brain isn't broken. It's a genius. You've been told your whole life that being a procrastinator, a tab hoarder, or an awkward laugher is a flaw, a sign of a broken or inefficient brain that needs fixing. But what if that's completely wrong? What if those very flaws are actually sophisticated features, not bugs? That's the real conflict. The belief that you're broken versus the hidden genius of your mind. In the next 5 minutes, you'll uncover 10 scientific secrets behind your brain's so-called worst habits. Proof that your behavior isn't random or lazy, but deeply intelligent. This isn't pop psychology. These quirks are ancient survival mechanisms hardwired into your mind. The biggest surprise? Your brain is running Stone Age software in a modern world. The glitches you feel every day, forgetfulness, procrastination, distraction, aren't failures at all. They're your brain's perfect solutions to problems that no longer exist. And the first flaw? It's probably staring you in the face right now, glowing from your computer screen. 10. The tab hoarder, your inner caveman. Look at your browser. So you've got 47 browser tabs open right now, don't you? You can feel that specific anxiety rising as you even think about closing them. Your brain isn't broken. This isn't chaos. It's information hoarding. To your ancient brain, there is no difference between a digital article and a real-world resource. Your ancestors' survival depended on remembering where every berry bush and water source was. Your brain is doing the same thing. That article about growing tomatoes is potential food knowledge. That tab about investing is a resource gathering instinct. Your brain literally can't tell the difference. It's like having an inner caveman living in your head. The tension you feel is the battle between your modern self wanting a clean desktop and that caveman screaming, "No, we might need that later to survive." That is pure FOMO. Fear of missing out, and it's the exact same survival instinct that kept our ancestors alive. But this isn't the only way your brain's ancient software causes modern glitches. The next one happens the moment you stand up from that computer. 9. Room amnesia, the doorway effect. You walk confidently into the kitchen, heading for something. Then you stop. You're frozen. Why are you here? You stand there like a confused NPC in a video game. Your programming just gone. This isn't a glitch. It's a feature. It's called the doorway effect. Your brain is a neat freak. It treats every single room like a separate folder. When you walk through that doorway, your brain goes, new room, new folder, and archives the old context. Sometimes, in this high-speed cleanup, the file named Why I Came Here gets accidentally dragged into the recycling bin. This is your brain working perfectly. It's trying to stop information overload. It's your brain's way of closing unnecessary mental tabs to save memory. Your brain isn't just trying to save memory, it's also desperately trying to manage your emotions. Sometimes, it fails, hilariously. 8. Awkward laughter, the emergency giggle button. Ever found yourself laughing at a funeral or bursting into giggles during a dead serious meeting at work? Don't worry, you are not a psychopath. Your brain is actually working perfectly. When your brain encounters a situation that is simply too stressful or awkward to compute, it hits the emergency eject button. That button floods your system with endorphins, the exact same happy chemicals you get from exercise or chocolate. It's your brain's way of saying, "This is too much to handle. Quick, deploy the emergency giggles." This isn't just theory. People who laugh in stressful situations tend to cope better in the long run. This is how your brain handles sudden, overwhelming chaos. But what about when the stress isn't sudden, but a long, slow dread, like a deadline you're actively avoiding? 7. Master procrastinator, the incubation effect. You know how everyone tells you procrastination is just being lazy? Well, turns out your lazy brain might actually be a secret genius. It's called the incubation effect. Think of it like making a great stew. You don't just throw everything in and eat it. You let it simmer. You let the flavors get to know each other. That's your brain procrastinating. While your conscious mind is busy scrolling through memes, your subconscious is in the background quietly piecing together new ideas. Leonardo da Vinci was a master procrastinator. He took 16 years to finish the Mona Lisa. But while he was slacking, his brain was making connections. But here's the catch. This only works if you actually care about the task. If you're just avoiding it because you hate it, that's just regular old procrastination. While your brain is busy simmering on that big project, it's using another annoying habit to stay sharp in the present moment. Fidget master, the focus engine. While your brain is busy simmering on that big project, it's using another annoying habit to stay sharp in the present moment. So you're that person in the meeting, the one clicking their pen 500 times per minute, the one driving everyone else insane. Good news, your annoying habit means your brain is working perfectly. Think of your brain like a fancy sports car engine, maybe a Ferrari. It needs the perfect balance of everything to run at its best. This isn't a distraction, it's calibration. Every time you click that pen or twist that paperclip, you're sending little signals to your brain saying, hey, stay awake, this might be important. It's releasing chemicals, a little dopamine party, to help you concentrate. In fact, if you force someone to stop fidgeting, their brain activity actually drops. It's like putting a governor on that Ferrari. Sure, it looks more proper, but you're killing its performance. Your brain isn't just keeping itself awake. It's also constantly scanning the environment for one very specific, crucial sound. 5. The eavesdropper. The cocktail party effect. You're sitting in a busy coffee shop, trying to focus on your book. It's all just a wall of background noise. But then, suddenly, you hear your name mentioned from 3 tables away. Your attention snaps to that conversation faster than a cat chasing a laser. This isn't you being nosy. It's your brain doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's called the cocktail party effect. Think of your brain like a nightclub bouncer. It's standing at the door of your attention, checking every sound. Most sounds get the "you're not on the list" treatment and fade away. But certain VIP sounds, like your name or a baby crying, get instant access. It's a pure survival mechanism, evolved to hear a predator sneaking up. This system works even when you're asleep, which is why a mother can sleep through traffic but wake instantly at her baby's smallest sound. But what about when you're forced to listen to something you don't care about, like Dave from accounting's boring presentation? 4. The meeting doodler, the 29% memory boost. You're sitting in another endless meeting, drawing tiny stick figures, fighting dragons in the corner of your notes. Your boss gives you that look, assuming you're not paying attention. But here's the shocking part. People who doodle during lectures remember 29% more information than those who don't. Those little stick figures are actually helping you. Your brain is like a smartphone. If you leave it doing absolutely nothing, it goes into sleep mode and starts dreaming about lunch. Doodling keeps your brain in the sweet spot between totally zoned out and actively paying attention. This is called the default mode network. Your brain is chilling, but it's still working. People have done this for centuries. Even Leonardo da Vinci doodled in his notebooks, connecting back to our procrastinating genius. Doodling is a quiet way to keep your brain active, but the next habit is much, much louder. 3. Talking to yourself, your 24/7 therapist. You're at the grocery store, muttering your shopping list under your breath like a crazy person. Or maybe you're trying to solve a puzzle and catch yourself saying, okay, what if I try this? Good news, you're not losing it. Your brain is actually working perfectly. When you talk to yourself, multiple parts of your brain light up like a Christmas tree. It's like having different departments in your brain: language, problem solving, and emotional control, all working together on the same project. This habit starts when we're tiny. Watch a toddler play with blocks, and you'll hear them narrating everything. This one goes here. No, here. Their brain are literally teaching themselves how to think better. People who talk through problems solve them faster than those who stay quiet. Even athletes do this, whispering to themselves before a big play. When you're stressed and give yourself a pep talk, your brain is actually using language to hack your emotions. Think of it as having an internal therapist that's available 24/7 and doesn't charge $200 per hour. Talking to yourself helps you process the present. But what about when your brain forces you to process the past over and over and over? 2. The conversation replayer, social training. You're lying in bed at 3 a.m. replaying that awkward conversation from 5 years ago. You know the one. The time you told your teacher, you too, after she said, "Enjoy your lunch." You still cringe. Well, turns out your brain isn't just being a jerk to keep you awake. It's your brain's version of an athlete watching game footage after a match. Every time you cringe at that memory, your brain is actually updating its social playbook. It's taking notes. Note to self, don't tell the barista you too when they say enjoy your coffee. This isn't torture, it's training. People who replay conversations often have stronger emotional intelligence. Your brain is also picking up on tiny details you missed the first time, like that slight frown your friend made, or the hesitation in your boss's "good job." This social training is complex, but it pales in comparison to the brain's most chaotic and perhaps most brilliant learning pattern. Internet rabbit holes, dopamine treasure hunt. Ever find yourself looking up why cats purr, and 3 hours later you're reading about ancient Egyptian mummification techniques? That's not your brain being broken, that's your brain being awesome. When you go down these internet rabbit holes, your brain is releasing dopamine, but not in the way you think. Dopamine isn't just about pleasure. It's your brain's way of saying, "Ooh, that's unexpected. Let's find more." It's a treasure hunt. Every time you jump from cat facts to Egyptian history, your brain is doing mental parkour. You're not mindlessly scrolling. You're connecting dots no one else thought to connect. Like how ancient Egyptians would mummify their cats in such huge numbers that in the 19th century, England was importing the mummies to use as fertilizer. This kind of learning sticks better than forced studying, because your brain loves surprises more than it loves structure. From digital hoarding to ancient cat facts, your brain is clearly not broken. It's a masterpiece of organized chaos, and it's time you gave it credit. Your brain is a genius. Trust it. So, the next time you find yourself 47 tabs deep, anxiously hoarding information, the next time you burst into giggles at a funeral, the next time you're drawing dragons in a boring meeting, what should you do? Absolutely nothing. Stop calling them bad habits. Start calling them what they are: ancient survival skills. Your psychology isn't flawed, it's just outdated. Your brain isn't broken, it's brilliant. It is an ancient tool doing its absolute best to navigate a bizarre modern world that it was never designed for. That feeling of being broken, that anxiety you feel about your flaws, that's the real glitch. The real conflict isn't your behavior, it's your judgment of it. So go ahead, fidget in that meeting to stay focused. Let your Mona Lisa idea simmer for a few years. Replay that awkward conversation in your head to build your social skills. Your inner caveman, that ancient brain, is a genius. It's time you stopped fighting it and started listening to it. Trust that your brain is working perfectly.